Hi guys, welcome back to, what is it, part 5 I think. I think it's part 5, I'm not sure, I never looked. To the Invader build. So, how far have we got? I left you buttoning up the fuselage, I think. We buttoned the fuselage up and I said, well, I'm going to put these together because nothing to do there, is it really? Just stick them on. So, we have done that. That's all stuck on now. All looks quite good. I tell you, this is a gorgeous kit. Anyone wants to build an airplane, absolutely gorgeous. It goes together lovely. At the moment, all good. So then I moved on, and they give you two options for the nose here. Pity they don't give me an option on the painting on the noses, because they're both the Chadwick bomber. So I thought, well, that's strange. But they give you an option here. You can have, which I thought, well, I'm going with the Chadwick, which is basically the gun. But I thought what I'll do is I'll build it up, which I'm not going to use. But as you can see, it is, goes to get, you know, that glass. It is clear as a bell. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm so tempted, if I could afford it, to get another one, because I looked up online and I see the US Navy used these with the glass front on them. I think for submarine searching. I'm not too sure on that. My history isn't that good. And he was in silver. I thought this would look quite good in silver. So I should have to save me pennies. I might get another one and do the glass nose version. But anyway, so we're on to this now. On to the front gun. So what do I need for the front gun? E-sprue. So I've got E-sprue here. And we'll see how far we get. It's getting late at night here, and I just fancy doing a video sort of thing, and you got to do them when you're in the mood to do one. So hopefully it'll go all right. So I want that bit and E1 and 2. So let's cut out E2 to begin with. Get me things in there. So not to confuse it here, because that will go in there, but it is really a gorgeous, you know, really is a nice kit. So where did this go? Let's have a look here. Where did this go in? Is this in like that? Nope, it must go the other way then. It goes in like that, doesn't it? I'm too sure. Oh, I've got a funny feeling it goes in like that. There, simple as that, isn't it? That goes in like that. Bit there, and a bit that side, like so. Cut out the other one. Come on, let's cut that one there out a minute. And they'll probably be easier to get hold of. I ain't got to worry about that too much. A bit of sprue gate there, but in all fairness, it's inside, you're not going to see it. So, I haven't really got a fuss over that, have I? Is that the right way? No. Goes in like that. Like so. Where's my tweezers? Me good old tweezers. Make sure they're in. you go. Clue there, did I? There. So now they want E33. E33, which is, looks like that guy, but there's no. There is the number. E33, E27, which is these guys here. 26, 27. So we'll look at this. It's cleaning up there a bit. I've got to thank the guys that bought me a coffee last month. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. It does help. Thank you. It does help. Thank you guys for all your comments. Some great comments, lovely comments. Thank you guys, much appreciated. Blown away by some of them, in all fairness. What's the one on it? Yeah. I still haven't got my flaming lighting sorted here. I seem to be in the shadow all the time for some reason. Don't know why that all of a sudden that's happened. Or why the light's getting a bit not so powerful. That could be it. They're 3 or 4 years old, I suppose. Might have lost their potency. No, and then they want me to close that up there like so. I'm looking at doing a new school run in the new term. I've been and looked at the run today. Hopefully it'll be alright. It's gone from an hour and a half a run, so that was 3 hours a day. It's sort of doubled to 3 hours each time I go out, so that's 6 hours, which will bring in a bit more money. But whether I'll be able to get so much modelling time in, I don't know. We'll wait and see. Hopefully it won't interfere too much. I'm sure there's a couple of hours in the morning still to do something. Right, leave that to dry a minute. Once I'm leaving that to dry, I've got to remember I've got to put some lead weight in there. I will say something. I know I'm not using this one. They want me to put that on there. Now, if it's on the top, it don't fit on the bottom very well. Totally my fault. Because of this here, I don't think it will affect that one because we haven't got the desk or the seat, whatever it is in there. That there's touching that there, and that's purely my fault. Nothing to do with the kit. If you come back to here, in all fairness, it's a that back plate there is just a knife's width out. So if that plate there was pushed right back to where it's supposed to be, you wouldn't have that problem with that front end there. I don't think it'll affect this, because if it does, I'll just take a bit off there, but I don't think it will. It's purely my fault. But it's about a width from knife edge, and just make get me knife in there. If you went back that little bit more, so anyone doing this, just make sure you got the fitting of this back plate right back. Then you go back a couple, well, not a mil even sort of thing, but it makes a big difference at the front there. But I'm sure it's not going to affect me anyway. Really? No, I don't think it is. If it does, I'll just shave it down a bit. No, it's not going to affect me with this one. So, but with that one, because of the bench, it knocks against this bit. And it's purely my fault. Well, sort of thing, a mistake or whatever. Make sure, the fitment's so tight and precise. It's just at the moment, it's probably one of the best kits I've ever built, So, there. Anyway, is this filled up now? What am I doing here? Got to get some weight in there in a minute, am I? Now, do I put this on first and chuck the weight in the back? Good question, Stanley. Make my choice, do it. Just make sure all this is lined up nice. That's nice. I need to just take some bit of plastic off there. Right, so I get some weight a minute. I use the old air gun pellets because that's my other hobby. So I find them quite handy for this. So I think I'll put them in first. Some super glue down a minute. And see how I go. What I do is grab a handful of them. Stick them in there. You could swap them down if you wanted to, I suppose. Like so. Glue over the top. Like that. I've got some accelerator here. Do it, I think. Maybe a few more alongside. Hopefully that I'm dried. That should hold that down really. That's quite hefty. They say 40 grams. That's a fair weight really. Let's just double check here a minute. I got plenty of room in there. Maybe a few more on top. You sticky fingers. Yeah, this feels a bit, I think that will do. What'll I do with the lid? Well, I suppose they ain't so cheap. Ain't so cheap now, but you can usually pick up a tin. It lasts for ages. So, put my glue. Wipe the top of my super glue. Otherwise I won't be able to get the lid off next time, so I've learned. I'll start with tea a minute, excuse me. There, right. Okay, am I happy with that? Yep. That's gone on there. So we need to put this bit on here now. Like so, which is a bit... Might need a little bit of... It's a bit, What they could do is sort of a little flap there, maybe to tuck in underneath, just a key. They haven't got nothing, they just want you to glue it on there like that. That's not very, So, let's have a look here. Right, that's alright. Put a bit of glue on then. So I'm going to get my fingers on it, ain't I? I've done that, and I'll worry about the top in a minute, because he's going to be out, I think. Might need some filler here. He has got things on the side there. They're not very... So I'm trying to get the side. There's a little shimmer of plastic which you've got to fit in there like that. I didn't go in then. It's not very... The same this side. A little bit of plastic there. So you nearly got to squeeze it. So come on, you silly little thing. And push it in. Like so. It does look like it might need a little bit of filler around there. I keep pushing it in, don't I? Come on, you awkward cuss. Right. I'm trying to put it in and see where I make it fit better, but I can't seem to. There seems to be a gap here somewhere, and I don't know why. It's a bit unusual for the rest of the... When the rest of the kit fits perfect, why they would muck up here? So there he is there. Then the bottom don't fit in. It does there like that. But then you go and move it. There. The minute you go and move it. Okay. Let's do my old trick a minute. It'll hold it a bit. I get it in place here. Right. put it in place a minute, guys. It's a funny one, really. Okay, I just don't want to summon and sit him right here. I'm not happy with that, not really. It's either that's gone in all right, hasn't it? So this ring bit, which sort of sitting all right, but he's way out of here at the minute. Way out. A little bit of gentle. What's going on here? It just seems... I'm looking at this one now and make sure that's where it should be. Nearly unglue it a minute and just have a look. Perhaps that's not quite right. Perhaps that's out. Though I don't look out, but perhaps that's what was it. Could have been, you know. Right. Okie doke. Could have been that, see. Don't mind doing a little bit of sanding around here. To me, it stood out a bit. It needs to go up a bit. And I suppose the other side will be out then. It's getting better. Come out all together nearly then. I just have to put it on and maybe fill it or something. Ain't too bad. I don't like staying there, do it? Right. That side seems alright. Let's see if I can get this glued in. I don't know if I can or not because it's slippery as anything here. No, I just don't want to. Something so simple. Right guys, you see what I'm trying to do anyway, so I'm going to stop the camera a minute because I don't want to bore you guys to tears as I'm trying to do this. Because something so simple should be quite easy really. But it's causing me a bit of an issue because that's come apart there now. So, rather than bore you to tears, I'm going to look at this bit a minute and see if I can work it out. Guys, I'm back. Yeah, after a slurp of tea and a bit of thinking, I'm back. One thing I have noticed though, here they tell you to put the weight in, but on this one they don't tell you to put no weight in. Which seems a bit odd really. I suppose you have a job to put weight in there, but surely it would tell it if you didn't. I don't understand why the M said put weight in there. Just something when I was here thinking, I thought, well, it's got weight in here, but not in there. So, a bit strange. And what I've done in the end with this, is I actually took off this bit, put this bit on, the gun bit on, and lined it up with the, oh, I forgot the flipping name now. Lined it up with the lines around there, and then I put this bit on afterwards. It's not too bad a fit. I think it needed a little bit of work. I'm going to look up and see if I can find some photos, because no doubt there are seams around here, because you probably find this upper part was put on afterwards, so you probably find there's fair seams there anyway, but it does need a little bit of work on it. Needs tidying up a little bit, but apart from that, I'm quite happy with it. So, and I stuck the inner bit on just to make things a bit quicker here. It just slides in and sticks in there. And I think now is time. The thing I will say about, if I got anything wrong with this kit, which there isn't, nothing whatsoever, these tabs here, I don't know if you can see them, the little tabs there could have been slightly longer, because that's, you haven't got a lot of tab there to hold things in place. They want me to put that on there now, so yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully the bottom's fine. Yeah, the bottom's looking all right. What if I use the quick? It'll stick a bit quicker for me. So wish me luck. I certainly need it sometimes here. That's that side. The trouble is that side. Then you, this one's a little bit out. It's going to fall off, isn't it? That's what he's going to do. I need to line it up better than I've lined it up. Come on. That glass nose fits a lot better than this. We'll get there. I've got to tidy it up. Never like using too much filler, but I usually like to make the plastic work a bit, sort of thing for me. Sometimes you need, if you're going to have any mistakes, have them on the bottom pull, innit? I gotta be careful I don't get glue everywhere here. I should have to look at some photos. It just seems out a little bit. But I'm not complaining. Because we can make it fit. It's nearly as if the fuselage, maybe me, is a little bit too wide. I'm talking about hardly anything. To me, feels like he's just a little bit too wide. At the bottom, see, there's a fair gap down this bottom end here, which I shall have to sort out. It's nearly as if the actual fuselage is a bit too wide at the front. Such a precise. Don't like that there whatsoever, really, because that's a fair gap there, see in there. Now, is that because this bit isn't glued right? Not really. So if you go pushing it too much, you're going to put the top out, aren't you? Soon have a gap on the bottom there. I can deal with that one there. Something just don't seem quite right, and it's probably something I done. So far the kit has been beautiful. You know, if you're a mil out at the back end, you're probably 2 mil or something out at the front end, aren't you? but it's so slight. There, it needs some work there. But as long as I can get the front half looking. Right then guys, there you go. I'm going to leave that to dry a minute or two. And I shall probably work on it over the next couple of days. So I'm going to leave it there guys for the night. Because I'm beginning to... eyes is beginning to get lazy here. And hopefully the next couple of days I shall work on it, get it right, and when I come back it'll be all good. There's definitely a gap there guys, definitely, and I can't seem to get rid of it for some reason. Whether I should unstick this bit here and put it in a bit, I don't know whether that will work. May do a bit, but you're still going to have a gap, aren't you? Bit unusual. Personally reckon it's something I'd done maybe here. I should have done. Oh, that cockpit's dropped a bit. And maybe I should have sanded the sides away a little bit more, but you didn't know that because that's all a tight fit in there as well. So, don't know. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you got this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment and your thumbs up, much appreciated. Thanks for the guys that bought me a coffee, much obliged. Yeah, I'm going to look at that and get it right. Oh, there, never mind. So next time, hopefully, we'll be on the wings. There's still a hell of a lot to this kit left, man. It's got the engines to do next, the cowlings, the nacelles, what they call them. Yeah. So until next time, guys, stay safe, have a good week, and catch you in part 6. Bye.